Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to the second episode of Skyblock from scratch. Real quick before we begin, I just wanted to say that I spent a long time trying to figure out audio and stuff in OBS, and hopefully you won't be able to tell that much of a difference, but if you do or anything seems off, just let me know. Thank you. I'm actually going to go ahead and just hop right into it. So the first thing that I'm going to do today is actually go ahead and vote for Scorpius so that I can get some free money. I get 50,000 coins if he wins, which, he's going to. I'm also going to go ahead and claim all of the stuff from the Halloween event last episode, and we have over 270,000 coins to spend. Combine that with what's from our bank, and we now have 300,000 coins to spend. Now, this iron armor set is great, but I probably should have gotten a lapis armor set a while ago, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. It does show my YouTube rank. That's a problem. Now, I did spend way too much money on each of these armor pieces, but somehow I didn't get outbid despite my YouTube rank being pretty visible, so I guess it's just kind of a win-lose situation. Today, I really want to set up some minions on my island so I can start to get collections going. To do that, we're going to need some money. So the first thing I'm going to do is make some quick money by buying things from the NPC. As you can see here, rotten flesh costs 8 coins and you can sell it for about 6 on the Bazaar, so that's not worth it. Bones, same thing. String, 11 coins. This one might be worth it. However, gunpowder, as you can see here, you can sell it for 17 coins on the Bazaar, and it only costs 10 coins from the NPC. The next few minutes were spent buying a ton of gunpowder, and because we had that random bank lady as our mayor, I was actually able to buy like multiple inventories full of gunpowder. I went ahead and did the exact same thing with acacia wood, jungle wood, and actually carrots and wheat had a pretty high profit margin. Now, I initially put these orders up for way too much money, so I did have to cancel them and put them back up for a little bit cheaper a few times, but ultimately I did manage to sell everything, but not until later. In the meantime, I went to the auction house and claimed all of my lapis armor, and then tried to figure out how I could enchant it. I ended up having to construct my own enchanting table on my island and build the dreaded pit of bookshelves that you can't actually escape from because the enchanting table isn't a full block tall. But after a lot of trips to the Bazaar for extra enchanting bottles and way more coins spent than I would like to admit, I managed to put Protection 5 and Growth 4 on my lapis armor because Growth 5 is expensive and I'm a cheapskate. Of course, no armor set is complete without reforges, so I gave the blacksmith his 10 coal, reforged my lapis armor, and then had to go get more money to reforge my lapis armor again, and again, and again. God, I miss this game. While all that was going on, unfortunately, only the carrots had sold in the Bazaar, but whatever, I'll take it. And I was trying to find a clever way to integrate this clip into the story, but I couldn't, so enjoy. Since we're working on minion slots today, I may as well start to upgrade these ones, so we'll get the first of 5 that I can get from the community shop. Now, for whatever reason, I got really bored and decided to do a tier 1 zombie slayer boss. Don't ask me why, I don't know how my brain works half the time. So I talked to Maddox, spent a bunch of coins, massacred a bunch of zombies, and before I knew it, I had spawned the boss. Here we go. Here we go. It's the Revenant. Wait, really? It only has 500 health? Really? I thought it was going to have way more than that. Oh, this is adorable. Oh, there you go. After my world-class boss fight, I went and claimed my 5 Zombie Slayer experience. Totally worth it. While enchanting my lapis armor, I had hit Conjurer level 9, so I just needed one more enchanting level in order to unlock the experimentation table. I put a bunch of random enchantments on my equipment just because I really wanted that enchanting level, and unfortunately, it cost just about all the coins I had left. At least I had unlocked the experimentation table recipe, which was a lot cheaper than I had anticipated. I crafted the experimentation table, placed it down on my island, and I was disappointed to see the only game that I could play was the matching game. That was fine though, because I was going to get enchanting XP super quickly with this table. I also have a mod that literally solves the experimentation table for you, so it's not really an experiment anymore. It's more just like a teacher giving you the test answers. And just like that, we get 100,000 enchanting XP, so we go all the way up to 16. I checked back up on my Bazaar orders, and I was happy to see that quite a few of them had actually sold. Unfortunately, I did have to repost the acacia wood and wheat for cheaper, but it wasn't a huge deal. Using all the money that I had just collected by scalping items from the NPCs, I was able to buy what could actually be considered a really good sword. Here we go, 212,000 coins for an aspect of the end. Now, it was a clean aspect of the end, meaning I would have to enchant it to actually do damage, so I just kind of spent all my money on grand experience bottles and hoped it would work out. I threw all the basic enchants I could think of on it, like sharpness, first strike, giant killer, that sort of thing, and all I had to do now was reforge it. I went with spicy mostly because it was the first good reforge that came up and I didn't actually have any money to keep reforging. All that was left to do now was a bit of a damage test. Okay, I just spent pretty much all of my money on this setup. We do 344 damage on a crit with the undead sword and 1,459 with the aspect to the end. That is actually fairly considerable. I mean, it wasn't exactly a fair fight, but I'm glad the aspect to the end came out ahead. After my super intense damage test, I decided to just run around and kill zombies for a while. I think I was trying to get the vaccine talisman, which you get with 9 poisonous potatoes, but I'm not really sure what I was doing. Now I would really like to begin working on minions, and the first thing that I want to do is get the Grand Experience bottle recipe, because you can flip Grand Experience bottles no problem. It costs about 2,500 coins to craft a Grand Experience bottle, and you can sell it for 2,800. And in order to really start increasing my damage, I would really like to start collecting more accessories, so I would like the accessory bag. I was going to have to craft lapis and redstone minions, and that meant another trip to the deep caverns. I made sure to get a real pickaxe this time though, now that I can actually enchant things. Yup, now I'm really out of money. From there, it was a matter of mining lapis. Wait, why am I mining lapis? I already have the collection. Getting revenge on a bunch of lapis zombies, massacring pigmen, and of course actually acquiring the redstone minion recipe. Then I went on kind of a skill streak, if I do say so myself. Boom, redstone 2 and taming 8. We're just leveling up all sorts. And cobblestone 3, combat 7. Oh my gosh, we're leveling up so much stuff. While I was in the deep caverns, I also decided to go ahead and get the rest of the materials just so I could unlock the minion recipes. The emerald mine was especially interesting because I got to take on my old nemesis. You think you can kill me now? Well, you can still knock me back pretty far. Oh yeah, so here's that accessory bag I was talking about. It's just kind of nice to have. You don't have to keep it in your inventory. I actually ended up spending extra time in the emerald mine so that I could both unlock the slime minion, and because there were a couple of talismans in the emerald collections, I think 2 and 3, so it was pretty quick to get. Boom, random talisman. After way too much time in the emerald mines, I went down to the diamond reserve so I could kill a bunch of skeletons, zombies, and of course actually unlock the diamond minion recipe. I'm having way too much fun with this. Then I kind of struggled to find the obsidian sanctuary for like 5 minutes, but we're gonna ignore that. Obsidian sanctuary. And combat 8. Then I began one of the worst grinds in Hypixel Skyblock, and I'm not really exaggerating. Okay, the obsidian minion is gonna drive me crazy. This is actually pretty difficult to get. So through the power of editing and the snapping of my fingers, I command you to get the obsidian minion. Oh crap, I wiped out half the universe. And I got the obsidian minion. There we go. I was now desperate for money though, so I turned to some pretty pitiful techniques. Okay, so this totally random rune that dropped might be worth 50,000 coins if someone buys it. And I also crafted the talisman of coins from the emerald collection we had just unlocked. I also decided to unlock the 8th minion slot, which means I had to craft a couple of minions. I just bought the extra materials from the Bazaar if I didn't already have them. Redstone, 2, and of course 3. And a slime minion, and the emerald minion. We just need 5 more. Obsidian, diamond, skeleton, zombie, and we'll go ahead and upgrade the lapis minion because we're going to have to do that anyway. Okay, so my plan is I have 8 minion slots, right? I want 4 redstone minions and 4 lapis minions. I think tier 3 is perfect. However, I would also like to get 8 compactors, which is going to be about 40,000 coins. And ideally I get a medium storage, but I don't know if I have that in me to farm 5,000 oak wood. Let's just do the hard stuff first and see if I can't get at least the small storage here without going crazy. And so I did. I farmed wood and more wood and more wood, but it was good because I did actually manage to level up a couple of things. Ooh, Skyblock level 10, Origin 10. I'm trying to convince myself that this is a good idea, but I don't know that it is. Then I actually went crazy, so I kind of had to call it. I don't think I can express to you just how much I hate chopping. Oh my god, we're not even halfway. Okay, well, I unlocked the enchanted oak wood recipe, and I got to forging level 11, which is 11 levels of forging higher than I ever thought I would get, so I'm just gonna call it quits there. And we even got 8 small storages, so it wasn't entirely a waste. I also created a sell offer for all the extra oak wood, and it was worth 7,000 coins, which isn't gonna solve my problems, but at least it helps a little bit. I decided to just move on to the next step of the plan, which was to craft all of my tier 3 minions, but I couldn't even do that without problems. Okay, so this is a problem. I don't even have enough money to afford all of my tier 3 minions, let alone 8 compactors. It was back to probably the worst money-making method in Skyblock, except this time there was a Jacob's contest going on, so I was actually going to be able to make some money. I don't want to do this for 15 minutes, and you don't want to watch this for 15 minutes, so with the power of editing, I will once again snap my fingers, and half the population's dead again. And that's how you cut your view count in half, kids. To help me regain my subscriber count, you should subscribe. Thank you. Whoa, what happened? I'm in like a new time frame. So anyways, that was like 7 or 8 minutes of farming. I got a ton of stuff here actually. That was pretty good. Hopefully I'm also able to get that bronze medal in the Jacob farming contest, because I think that would bring in a lot of money too. I put up a bunch of sell offers for all of the wheat and seeds I had just farmed, and I'm happy to report that if those sold, they would make a lot of money. Even the seeds were selling for 6 coins, which I don't really understand, but hey, I'll take it. If you remember from the start of the video, I tried to sell some acacia wood, so I kind of had to put that back up because it didn't sell. I spent the next few minutes just kind of dealing with the bazaar, just like canceling orders, putting them back up, and it wasn't really video worthy content, so I'm just going to tell you that eventually everything sold and I made a bunch of money. So much in fact that I was actually able to easily afford all of my compactors. I did end up just instantly buying them though, because A, I was lazy, and B, I didn't think people sold that many compactors. But more importantly, now I had all 8 of my compactors and I could finally finish upgrading my minions. Last minute, I decided to buy some enchanted charcoal so that I could boost my minion speed by 15%, and it cost like pretty much nothing. Then it was time for me to set up my minions. And if you thought I was lazy before, oh, you've seen nothing. Oh, the stupid cobblestone minion. You gotta go, buddy. It's time. Oh. Maybe that was a sign that I shouldn't be so mean to the cobblestone minion. Oh my god, I suck. I'm sorry, Mr. Cobblestone Minion. I didn't mean to be so mean to you. Bye-bye. It took like 2 minutes, and I probably violated every OSHA regulation in existence, but I now had a proper workforce that I didn't have to pay. Look at that. All the minions are totally set up, and you know what? I'm gonna go join the farming contest for the last 3 minutes just so I can make a tiny bit of extra money. And the farming contest went terrible. I wasn't able to find like a single lobby that hadn't been farmed yet. I guess I'm not the only one doing this back and forth. Ultimately though, I did manage to win the bronze medal, and it was pretty cool. And also the only award I've ever won. You know, honestly, I think it's really, really cool that somebody who's, you know, just started the game like a day ago is able to get a bronze medal in the wheat contest. That is a lot of money actually for me. I went ahead and created sell offers for everything I just farmed, that turbo wheat book, and those Jacob tickets on the bazaar. And let me tell you, those Jacob tickets were juicy. Okay, I put up a sell offer for all of that stuff, and I'm gonna go to sleep now because I'm tired. But when I wake up, I'll actually be able to do stuff. But unfortunately, I will not wake up until next episode. As I mentioned at the start of the video, I changed up a bunch of my audio, so again, please let me know how it is. I think right now it's actually finished, maybe. I'm happy with it. I fine-tuned it and stuff while I was recording this video and while I was recording voiceovers and editing. After watching this video in the editing software, because, you know, I do that, it's really funny because you can totally tell when I'm recording a voiceover because I'm like super energetic for a second, and then I switch back and I sound like really tired, and that's because I'm actually playing the game. Okay, I'll stop nerding out about video production stuff. I sincerely hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Skyblock from scratch. Planning on doing a video in the near future about how I get all these mods and the shaders and how you can properly install them. And my island looks really ugly right now, but don't worry, I'm probably not going to do anything about it for a long time. If anything, it'll get worse. All that being said, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!